set for one fall, and it's for the X Division Championship. Making his way to the ring from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, he is the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams. Reigning and defending X Division Champion. He's from the City of Angels, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
Well, after a chaotic situation, things have settled back down in South Hill, and the X Division Championship of the World is to be defended. Brian Hebner will officiate the championship. Opportunity really for Petey Williams to elevate his game in this championship bout and regain the X Division title, but to do it, he will have to get through the Fallen Angel.
He won this opportunity last night in Nightdale in an absolutely incredible three-way match, defeating Jay Lethal and Alex Shelley to make it here in South Hill to get a title shot against the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels. The X Division Championship is on the line here in the Sadler Arena in South Hill.
Boy, we spoke earlier about the incredible matches that we have seen this year on the UWF TNA live events. I think last night, the opening contest in Nightdale, perhaps the most incredible bout we saw all year long on these live events.
But definitely in the top five in my book. And tonight we're liable to have another top five closing out the year, as you got two premier X Division champions, Christopher Daniels and Petey Williams. They're taking it slow here to start off, as they're going to do some groundwork, battling for position, battling for control. It's a great strategy, especially when it comes to Petey Williams. He's outsized in height and weight against Christopher Daniels, but you know, that's a challenge he's been able to overcome all his life. Throughout his competitiveness, he's got so much competitiveness in him, he can overcome any obstacle. As you said, he is a former X Division champion. He was the leader of Team Canada at one time, and he possesses one of the most devastating maneuvers in wrestling today, the Canadian Destroyer, that flipping pile driver that we saw take out Jay Lethal last night.
We talk a lot about the future of the X Division. Guys that are going to carry SoCal Val is a 10. I don't know if I've quite mentioned that, but just walking by our broadcast booth has got me completely flustered. We talk a lot about the future of the X Division, the guys that are going to carry the ball. Christopher Daniels and Petey Williams, two guys that have carried the X Division Championship and are presently carrying the ball in 2006 as we head into 2007. Either one, I think, at this point would make a tremendous champion and an honorable champion, something that we could not say for Petey Williams just months ago.
Yeah, now the fans starting to support Petey. He had a line he would not cross when it came to burning the American flag. He stood in support of it, and the fans here in TNA are now supporting him. he's got this title match. It started off sort of slow, Brad, a lot of groundwork, but it picked up fast in that series, and I know you couldn't keep your eyes on the contest.
Oh my God.
As SoCal walked by, but I was watching.
She's a 10.
I'm telling you, those two were going at it, flying up and over, cartwheels, drop kicks. They were dropping everything out, trying to pick up that 3 count. Petey Williams came real close. And right here's another attempt. They're cross-body, but he's sliding into some punches. A little premature if you ask me. Daniels hadn't broke any rules to bring about some fisticuffs in the bout.
You know, to do play-by-play, you really don't need all your arms and legs. I would gladly give one of them up for Val.
Oh, Petey's going to the outside. We're going to get some action on the floor. Daniels able to stop him with a big forearm. Oh, he's up. Petey able to grab that rope to keep from getting powerbombed. Countered it right into a leg drop on Daniels, right against the apron.
Good move from Williams. We've seen him utilize it several times on these live events. Bridges the neck back to where you basically have got to bridge up to get out, and then in the meantime, before you can bridge yourself out, he traps you with that leg drop.
Williams now in control. He's going to scoop up Daniels, puts him in that corner. We're going to see a Canadian national anthem here. It looks like he's climbing up. Here it goes, Brad.
Williams paying tribute to his home country.
Fans not too appreciative of it tonight. They no surprise. Maybe we had a lot of Canucks in Knightdale last night. You know, I saw a few of them running around in here.
The Canadians?
Yeah, there's a lot of Canadians running around.
Are we being invaded?
I don't know, but they're definitely in Knightdale supporting last night.
I'm surprised they weren't at a hockey game or something equally lame.
Yeah, those Toronto Maple Leafs. Talk about stealing a match. Oh, look at that counter by Daniels and STO. Petey Williams is going to be seeing some stars after that one.
Daniels went sternum first into the turnbuckle, but rebounded and took the Canadian Destroyer down. Definitely absorbed a heck of a shot, though, in the sternum.
What do they call them in Canada? Posers? That's what the Maple Leafs are.
Posers?
Posers. Daniels going to scoop Petey Williams up for a big slam. And a knee driving right into the spine of Petey Williams.
We're being overrun with Canadians, Jeff Harris.
I told you I can smell them. The Canucks everywhere in here.
Is that what that smell is? I thought it was the gasoline.
Speaking of gasoline, Hermie Sadler talked about that earlier. We might see gasoline put into play in this Extreme Tables match for our main event as Abyss will take on the challenge from Brother Runt. I'm sure this is non-title. Please tell me it's non-title.
You might see gasoline put into play in this match. Things start going up in flames. You're going to be calling this thing with one of the Canadians.
Now Daniels with this standing vertical suplex, letting all that blood flow rush to the head of Petey Williams before he decides to drop him down, which could cause a momentarily make Petey black out from that impact. It was a great move by Daniels.
Heck of a delay. Daniels is proud of himself. Tremendous show of strength.
Took too much delay there and congratulating himself on that suplex. Now a great hold by Daniels. He's got an arm bar and he's reaching around grabbing the chin of Petey Williams, stretching that neck against the pressure from the arm bar. It's a great technical move. It's great to inflict some punishment, stretch out your opponent. Now Petey able to get to his feet. Daniels pushes him back down with a nice placement of his foot to the back of the knee. I mean, Daniels is one of probably the most technically sound wrestlers you'll ever see on a TNA live event. Williams trying to come back using his feet, but he runs right into Daniels. Big slam.
Fallen Angel on top of the challenger. Springboard that connects with the moonsault.
2.5 after that moonsault. Daniels really close to retaining his championship over Petey Williams.
Of course, Daniels went through a bona fide war last night with the Monster Abyss. Came up short in his quest to become a dual champion here in TNA.
Nice tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. He's got him hooked. Only a 2.
Jeff, I really don't know who had the more physically exhausting night last night in Nightdale. We talked about that incredible 3-way dance.
Oh, I thought you talking about me in SoCal, but yeah, that 3-way, I'm sure they were all exhausted.
Touch her, I will kill you. If you touch her, I will kill you.
Petey Williams looking firing back, Brad.
Daniels, as I alluded to, challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship last night in Nightdale. And it took everything the Monster had to retain his belt. Williams was part of one of the most incredible matches we've ever seen on these live events, and it looks like maybe at this stage in the game, Williams has got a little bit more left in the tank.
What a great move by Petey as he vaulted over that top rope, grabbed Christopher Daniels around the head, slammed him down into his knees as they crashed into the mat. And you can see how that stunned Christopher Daniels. He's on Dream Street, Brad.
The Canadians are overrunning us here in South Hill. Is there an exchange program I'm not familiar with?
Maybe they have a sister city in Canada.
Oh. North Hill? Drop kick. Caught him right between the shoulder blades. Did Petey Williams. Satellites around the body. And hits the side Canadian leg sweep. And now, Williams looks like it just might be the Canadian Destroyer.
Right, if he hits this, we're going to have a new X Division Champion crown.
It's the most visibly impressive, amazing move in professional wrestling. Brian Hebner is right there. But Daniels, a great strategic move. Daniels drops down and does not absorb the Canadian Destroyer.
He used a great wrestling defensive tactic to sprawl as he spread out, lowered his body down to the mat, prevent Petey Williams from being able to deliver the Canadian Destroyer, which certainly would have been the end of this match.
Boy, a palm strike from the fallen angel just rocks the world of Petey Williams.
The iconoclast from Christopher Daniels, a move that SEMA in Tormont made famous. So close to a pinfall.
Daniels rolls it right into that Koji clutch. A trademark signature maneuver of Christopher Daniels as the split crowd here in South Hill seems less and less divided by the minutes. I think South Hill wants to witness a title change tonight.
I can't believe them. Can't believe they wouldn't want to see that. It's so much excitement. This championship's on the line. The possibility of seeing it's a rare occurrence. So when they come to your town, you get the opportunity to see that championship on the line, to experience the electricity of a title change. And that's definitely what they want to see here in South Hill. A choke slam from Daniels. Brad, he looks like he's calling for his big moonsault.
He's going to the corner, but no, Williams hooked the ankle. Another great wrestling hold. He hooked the ankle, did not let him have it. Back elbow, good grief. Sunset flip, sit down.
2, but a counter by Daniels rolls him back. Petey's gonna reverse it again.
They're flailing around like a fish out of water. Williams is on top.
A series of near falls, both being so close to picking up the win. Petey's got him up on his shoulders.
TKO! Drops him in a neck breaker too! Wow.
That was so close. You hear that gasp of the fans here at South Hill as they anticipated that 3 count that would have saw the title change hands. And I'll tell you, Brad, I thought it was going to be it right there.
Well, Williams was one of the longest reigning X Division champions before that record was broken by the longest reigning champion in X Division history, Christopher Daniels. I don't know if I would call it an upset, but I would definitely call it unexpected if Williams were to regain the championship. Neck breaker, Williams, middle of the ring.
He's going to hit it, Brad. He's up. No, countered by Daniels.
Daniels breaks the sunset flip attempt. Angel's wings. Angel's wings.
He connects.
Drops Williams on his face. Cover. 2, 3, and the fallen angel retains the X Division Championship in a nail biter. He will leave South Hill still the X Division Champion of the world.
gentlemen, that's total non-stop action. Reigning and defending X Division Champion. He's from the City of Angels, the fallen angel, Christopher Daniel. From Windsor, Ontario, Canada, he is the Canadian Destroyer, Petey Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is set for one fall and is for the X Division Championship.